Where I grew up on a farm, we were surrounded by cats and dogs. They were everywhere, scratching up the furniture. We always had at least 6 cats, and they were all very different with very different personalities. Spit, Sooty, Sandypuss, Greypuss, Muff, Wally. For a long time we thought Wally was a boy, but when she had kittens we realised. There was Samson, a lovely ginger cat with long fur, who used to like walking in puddles, which is unusual for a cat. In the evenings he used to shake the box of Go-Cat and they'd all come running, and they would sleep in our porch on tops of cupboards, between boxes and jars, and on the table. We also had lots of dogs, Dachshunds, Labradors. One time my dad was teasing me and trying to get my chocolate bun, and I suddenly thought, if I drop it over my shoulder I can collect it afterwards, and it fell right into the mouth of a black Labrador. My mum used to work part-time as a laboratory technician at the local vets. Sometimes I used to go with her and watch her looking at samples underneath the microscope or putting tubes into the centrifuge. This is one reason why we ended up with a slightly unusual farm dog, because his elderly owner had sadly died and left him alone, and there was no one to look after him, so he was brought in to be put down. And my mum really didn't want that to happen, and so we ended up having a Pekingese as a farm dog, and he was a very funny character. He was called Ting. And although my subject matter is quite varied, I do often return to painting cats and dogs, and quite often they end up being exhibited at the White Studios, which is a lovely local shop in Westmoreland.